Jeffrey here from Art Novel to a new Kingdom Hearts review, and we are reviewing Kingdom Hearts 2, which people are considering to be the bestest game in the franchise. Like, the bestest Kingdom Hearts games in the franchise up to date, as of right now, of course, before Kingdom Hearts 4. And it's definitely one of my favorites too, but again, as of right now, Kingdom Hearts 3 is still my number one favorite. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my second favorite game when it comes to my top three. And yeah, it's definitely a real good one as well. And a lot of good Disney worlds this time around. And the introducing of worlds that we haven't seen as of from that point. You know, if you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time and you've seen the Disney worlds before, you would know that there are some newer worlds that to come, like, and of course with different Keyblades as well, and which we will get to the worlds obviously. And we have the Roxas prologue, because again, this game does take place after Kingdom Hearts Days, and of course the Data Twilight Town, or to Twilight Town, which again, I just love the Roxas prologue. It's one of my favorites. Before waking Sora up, it's just a real great moment. Right. And again, the worlds that we have this time around, Twilight Town, which acts as your hub world, pretty much. I mean, well, technically people would say Hollow Bastion as well. Hollow Bastion would make up as a hub world as well. We got Twilight Town, we got Agrabah. Yeah, some worlds that to return, like Agrabah, 100 Acre Woods, and we got some newcomers like Timeless River, Tron, or you know, the I know I've seen the movie, I just gotta remember the name. But you know which one I'm talking about. Tron's World. We have the Base Castle. We have the Lion King. We have Mulan. We have, obviously, like I mentioned before, Hollow Bastion, or in this case, Radiant Garden. Yeah, Radiant Garden. This, again, in the game, it reveals of how Hollow Bastion is Radiant Garden. And of course, we got Hercules, Pirates of the Caribbean, Little Mermaid, which acts as another minigame world, and Nightmare Before Christmas, and of course the world that never was. A good amount of worlds this time around in the second game, and of course some organization fights as well. Obviously, we know if you played Chain of Memories, you've defeated the bosses like Marluxia, Zexion, Vexen, Alias, Larxene, which they do return, but as data battles. Yes, they do return. The other members that you defeated and of course the ones on the second game, come in the form of data battles. Pretty much powered up, harder versions of the bosses that you fought. And again, the leader of the organization, which is Xemnas, Xehanort's nobody, which of course Xehanort being Ansem the Wise's apprentice, which is, of course, if y'all catch up with the series, we would know that it's Terra, which again, we will get to her first sleep, of course. But this time around, of the bosses we fight is Lei. Yeah, we fight Lei when it comes to the prologue with Roxas, and of course Lei ends up helping us in the game too. We have Demyx, we have Xigbar or Lucio, we have Zoldan, we have Isa, we have Roxas, we have Luxord, and of course Xemnas. At least when it comes to the organization members. Of course, we have other bosses as well, like Disney bosses and stuff. But, you know, when it comes to the organization members. And, of course, Riku. Not as a boss, but, you know, Riku. Sora having to locate Riku and Kairi. And again, having to go to the Disney Worlds twice. 8 to the Disney Worlds for several visits. And again, my all-time favorite boss in the franchise, as of right now, and that is Roxas in the world that never was. And again, a lot of people would say that the ending, or a lot of people talk about the ending of Kingdom Hearts 2, of how pretty much it's like a conclusion for the series in general. Which a lot of people do say that they pretty much stopped playing Kingdom Hearts after the second game because they thought it was a perfect enough ending for the series in Sora's Adventure, which I'm glad they are still continuing Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I do see what they are going with, but I am glad that they are still continuing the series and how much deeper the plot and the history of Kingdom Hearts and the lore is going, right? Especially in that we are going to be seeing a missing link in Kingdom Hearts 4. But I do know what they're going with, or what they're talking about, and of course, Sora, Riku, and Kairi getting a letter by Mickey, which, of course, it doesn't say what it is, but, of course, we know what that letter is in a later game, right? After 2. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 definitely, and of course the combat too. The combat is definitely some of the greatest too. I just love some of the combat in this game. And of course, the drive forms. Introduce drive forms as well. And Sora being able to dual wield 2 Keyblades for the first time. And of course, introduces nobodies, right? Not just Heartless, but nobodies. And of course, Pate and Maleficent. Introduces Pate into the franchise as well. Introduces Pate to the franchise too, to us, as of course one of the main antagonists, and of course makes the return of Maleficent. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 definitely a good game. Definitely, again, is in my top 3 favorite Kingdom Hearts games as of before Kingdom Hearts 4. I'd like to know what y'all think of Kingdom Hearts 2. Let me know in the comments below.